Hi, it's Melissa coming in doing a reading for the collective. I hope you're all keeping well. As usual, remember, look, this is a collective reading, it's not a private one. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. No makeup on today, excuse the natural. But today is a day for me getting organised and cleaning my house. So we multitask, normal like everybody else. What have we got? Okay, so there is some kind of tension, has some kind of kickback in a situation, or tension in regards to a kickback. Somebody here was involved in a situation that was very stable and provided stable comfort, and then pause. Okay, so what I'm really getting here is that there was some kind of tension, some kind of atmosphere between you and somebody in a situation here where now there is some kind of pulling back because somebody got too comfortable with the stability. In other words, somebody's taken somebody for granted here. And now somebody's pulled back their energy because they've been feeling like they've been taken for granted. Somebody feels like their feelings weren't being honoured. Like they were always making somebody else's life or workload easier. They feel like they were always making a difference and impact, and indeed they were making a very big impactful difference in regards to making somebody else's life easier here with the comfort card, making somebody else comfortable before themselves, because there's the caregiver card. Okay, so like taking care of somebody else, being attentive to somebody else, being compassionate, being trustworthy, always showing up for somebody else. But then they got taken for granted because they knew that they could be depended on there with that stability card. This was a stable comfort, and somebody got too used to this, start taking it for granted, assuming that somebody would always automatically do this. There was some kind of tension or that was building up and building up into like something was either said here, or there could have been like a heated discussion, or just the atmosphere was real bad, and it could have been like, and getting the energy of it could have been just one or two words that were said rather than an outright full scale argument. Could have been like one or two words that were said, somebody making their point very clearly that, like, with the rebound, go bounce off somebody else the next time. I'm not going to be there. And with the pause, the brakes were put on being there for this person because of that. There's the trustworthy card coming out. Somebody here was trustworthy, like they were dependable, they were doing everything for somebody else. There was a situation here, okay, where somebody feels like they are somebody who's trustworthy, somebody who's always there for the other person, and they're dependable, right? But this person feels like time is running out in regards to, with the marriage card, this can mean an actual marriage or it can mean a union like a marriage, because tarot goes right back. And well, years ago, you couldn't just live with somebody, you had to be married to the person, right? So when it comes to this can mean like actual marriage, or it can mean the traditional sense of living with somebody like you're married, or a real long term, higher level commitment, whatever that means to you, marriage, okay? Somebody feels like time was running out to get help in this connection in regards to cycles and patterns that were happening. Now, with technology and getting through to you, what I'm really getting here is somebody has been actively trying to save this partnership. I'm going to call it partnership. Somebody was actively, one person who was always there for the other, was always picking up the pieces after this person. And they felt like they're constantly trying to pick this person up and pick up the pieces the whole time. And they were constantly trying to help this person, and they were trying to help the partnership, the union, to get out of these cycles and patterns of a negative nature that was happening in this connection. But there's this sense of not being able to get through to this person no matter what you tried, no matter what you've done. But I'm also getting on the flip side, you try telling this person that the time was running out, that your patience was running out, that you weren't always going to keep trying, but this person just didn't listen. And what I'm really picking up here from this is that there was an issue with the phone. So this could be for some of you that you'll be trying to get through to this person and they will be sitting on their phone, not listening, going, yeah, but sitting on their phone. And I'm feeling the energy of somebody who wants to take the phone off somebody and throw it. That's the energy I'm getting, because you were trying to speak to this person, but they were sitting on their phone, just messing on their phone rather than focusing on what you'd say. They had more time for their phone than what they had for what you were trying to do to get through to them. So you felt like this person wasn't listening. Or for some of you, because it is a wide collective, so I'm picking up on different energies. So for some of you, it would also be that you were trying to get through to this. You were sick and tired of trying to reach this person through technology and getting in the phone real strong. You were trying to reach this person through the phone and you weren't able to get through to their phone. Their phone line was always busy, or they were never answering calls or messages when you were trying to reach out to them. And you told this person, go get help. I'm trying to reach out to you. I'm trying to help us get out of these patterns and cycles that we have in our union. You're not listening to me. You don't give a toss. I'm sick and tired of picking up the pieces the whole time. I'm sick and tired of pulling the weight of two people when you can't be bothered. That's what I'm getting. Now, I am picking up the energy here that there is some kind of suspicions here, or there has been some kind of suspicions here about interference in terms of an old love and a possible secret love affair. Okay, so this is suspicions. I'm going to find out whether these suspicions are valid or not, okay? But it's like concerns about if there was a secret love affair happening with an old lover that could have been interfering in the connection. Okay, now there has been some kind of mending in terms of these suspicions, okay, since then, and there's some connection here got to do with business and rich, okay, got to do with money and work connection, okay, being relevant. So let me see here for you now. It's like there was either accusations or there was mistrust and there was doubt here caused over this, and it was like if somebody had gone back to a previous partner. This caused just even these suspicions, even if whether you've accused, whether the accusations were mentally in someone's mind or physically or verbally expressed, okay, it's still there. Like it's still a factor that's affecting things, and whether that person is there or not, it's still an issue. That's an interference. I have a water sign coming up here being relevant: Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, okay? Now, there's a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of insomnia, sleepless nights energy here, stress, worried, losing sleep over this situation. It's affecting work, it's affecting, because somebody's stress levels is high in regards to this, so they're losing sleep, they're caught up in their head as a result, then they're fatigued, they're stressed out. It's just adding to things, okay? And this is about because you've been worried about friends with benefit situation and lovers happening at the same time. So you've been worried about somebody going back to their ex, and if there's possibly any other lovers here. Now I do have both the spiritual being card and spiritual power coming out here. So what this is telling you here is that you are somebody who is very intuitive, you're very in touch. Don't ignore your instincts on this matter. Your instincts already know the answer. Okay. Now I am picking up here manifestations, and because you are somebody with a lot of spiritual power, your manifestations will be coming in. This is saying because it falls in line here, okay? In regards to emotional distance here and hospitality and then law. So what I'm really getting is you've been manifesting somebody to stay away from your residence and to stay away emotionally. There's somebody in the background that you've been manifesting, right? You've been manifesting this person to feel unwelcome. Yeah, emotional distance and hospitality. So you've been manifesting this person to hold back and keep their space emotionally and physically as well from a residence or a location. You've been manifesting this, okay? Now with the law card coming out and getting it more in the issue of the bottom of that law card, it talks about public safety security. So what I'm getting is it was this person coming around. This old lover must be around, or you're just not willing to allow this person to be around. There's someone here that's been manifestation can be in anything. It can be manifesting, it can be prayer, it can be spell work, whatever it is, okay? Spell work is as simple, it's not all candles and stuff like that. Spell work is as simple as talking, hence the term spinning, right? Chanting is the same thing, right? It goes wider than what you think, all right? So we'll just say manifesting has a cover term. There's someone here who's been using manifestation techniques to spiritually keep somebody emotionally and physically away from a work situation because this person is a threat to their safety, their security in their connection. Da, 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 da. Yeah, you are a light worker. You're very spiritual. I've also got an air sign coming up here. There's 3 spiritual people out on this table. There's the 2 people that are in like a marriage situation or a higher level commitment. And then there's a third party who one of these people wants kept away from their partner. I've also got the air sign coming up here, which is Aquarius, Gemini and Libra. Being relevant, so we've water and we have air out on the table so far. But I have 3 spiritual cards out. I have the spiritual power, I have the spiritual being, and then I have the light worker. So there is, all 3 are actually spiritual people, not other stuff. But one person here is using their spiritual gifts to keep the other person away from their connection. There's some kind of work link here as well. Keep the other person away from work, I'm getting. So somebody here is self-employed, okay? Somebody here who's self-employed is going to be finding out the truth of a matter. They're an empath. Because this person is an empath, they can feel, they can sense what's behind this fighting and then second chance. What a complicated reading. So you know the lover in this, the one that originally at the beginning was busy with their phone and not listening. The reason they're not listening is because this person, part of their spiritual gifts, is that they're an empath. And because they're an empath, they can pick up on the reason behind the fighting, that they can pick up on the mistrust. Because they are an empath. They know the truth without you even saying the truth. They know that something's not right. They can sense it. All three know, but nobody's saying nothing. Because they're very in tune. Like, the three people in this dynamic are very in tune. Somebody here has been spending alone time working on their health, improving their health on their own time. This person is showing up as a new love possibility here. I have mommy issues and commitment issues. So what I'm getting is there is a mother figure in this who has issues committing because they're a parent. A new love who is a mother who has been spending time on their own, working on their health, but their parental responsibilities means that they need to be careful who they date. This is a mess. Because the changes that would happen in the household situation if this new love was it's a complicated reading. Right, so what I'm getting here, somebody is in a connection with somebody. There's three spiritual people. Somebody's in a connection with somebody, right? That's like a long-term connection or a marriage. And they can sense this other person, that there's a threat of this other person going with somebody new. So with the manifestation card, some form of manifesting, the third party to stay away from the person that they're with. There's some kind of work connection, money connection. This person has been manifesting it, and I am picking up on spell work. Whether it's actual spell work with, like I said, spell work isn't all candles and blood magic. Spell work's like spelling, speaking something out loud and getting chanting. Repetitive chanting, now that could be prayer. But it's what I'm picking up on. To keep the other person who's a new love interest away. There's an old love and a new love out on the table. This new love interest is somebody who has been around for some time. There's been arguments about this person between this couple in the past. This new person is a parental figure. They're showing up as a mother, but they could take it how it resonates. They could be, because it's energy, it just means that they're a parental figure, which causes some kind of barrier for them in terms of committing to somebody. They need to be careful who to bring into their household and stuff like that. So they're obviously, whatever about them, they're obviously a responsible parent to consider that. This person has been spending a lot of alone time focusing on their health. I don't know if the person was already with the new love and that's why they were showing up as an old love, and then the second chance card coming up. So either this person had a shot with that person before, or they were actually with that person before. I hope I'm making sense. But yeah, there is spell work being done here on this to make someone feel unwelcome and to not come around a property. So, and I'm getting work related to not come around somebody's work. Now, the partner in this who is stuck between these two lovers senses, because it's all spiritual people, very spiritual reading this, they sense that this work has been done. They sense that something has been done to keep the new love interest away, to cause some kind of fight, and they're fancying a second chance.